In our last video, we executed logic technically impossible in Excel in a Python environment, packaged it, and shipped the end output back into an Excel file you could continue to work on. That approach is quite useful, but still a static handoff. Today, I'm going to show you something a bit more robust. We'll create custom AI tools that establish a dynamic connection between Excel and Python that lets you execute logic while allowing you flexibility in your analysis. We're also going to connect to OpenAI's API through a chat window in Excel, giving you access to a programmatically controlled AI within the tool you're probably most familiar with. This is very different than just relying on Copilot to access OpenAI's ChatGPT or Anthropic's cloud. By introducing the API, we gain control over what data the AI sees and how it can respond. And what this means is that we seriously restrict its ability to hallucinate. In fact, in over 1,000 tests, we have not experienced a single hallucination using this methodology. Pixel is a third-party tool which allows you to treat Excel as a front-end to a Python engine run in its own environment. I want to highlight that this approach is very different than Microsoft's Python in Excel implementation, which provides you with a sandboxed, limited access to Python, its function, and its broader ecosystem. Why would you choose this over the OpenPixel method? Two reasons: statefulness. The AI remembers your conversation as long as the workbook is open, and interactivity. You can build actual UI components like sidebars, drop-down menus, and ribbons that make your complex Python logic accessible to people who don't even know what a .py file is. Here is the setup. Using the create CTP and Excel app functions, I've docked our Python workflow automation program right here on the right side. I'm going to navigate my workbook, which consists of input data, and I'm going to use the sidebar to make Python and AI accomplish my finance workflow. This creates a refined dataset labeled by OpenAI inside the workbook. Further, Python will create a summary and very professional looking visualizations. By the way, again, we ran logic technically impossible for standard Excel formulas during the labeling process. The magic happens here. We will use the Excel app function, and because we are using the OpenAI API with programmatic restrictions, we've eliminated the hallucination risk we talked about in the last video. The AI handled the interpretation, but Python did the math. Now, based on the trends in the datasets, I want to run a Monte Carlo simulation and visualizations again directly inside the workbook, and this time automating Excel's charting tools. Workbook is updated accordingly and effortlessly. My Python code isn't just capable of saving an image, it can also target a specific object in the Excel grid and update it. This time, using the Excel macro function and OpenAI's client, I'm activating my spreadsheet AI assistant right here inside Excel. AI gets fed context automatically based on which worksheet is active. So it knows what I'm working on, and I can interact through a more flexible chat interface without even leaving my spreadsheet. I can ask for complex questions, or I can inquire for more information specialized for my specific task. I can also choose which AI model I want to work with. Here, I decide how this assistant functions, how precise or how brief it will be, as well as its persona in the interaction. Clearly, this is a quite powerful and flexible AI integration. This is how you build a proprietary advantage in finance. You're not just using a chatbot, you're building an AI operating system that lives where the work happens. Thanks for watching.